Hello everyone, welcome back to newearth.land, where we are decommodifying shelter, energy, food and water and making those things basic human rights. We are disintegrating capitalism before our very eyes. But does that make me a socialist? Does that make me a communist? Or is this just the effect of living in an excessively polarized society? So let's have a look at this first diagram. We're currently living in a world that is excessively capitalistic. And as Karl Marx said, I'm going to quote Karl Marx, does that make me a communist? See, this is what often I get, and this is why I'm sort of trying to address in the core concept some of these frequently asked questions. People often say to me, Adam, you are an anti-capitalist, but we know that communism doesn't work. And absolutely, I know that communism doesn't work. And so therefore, what I'm suggesting is that we synthesize the benefits out of both of these polarizing models, and we start to live in a better world as a result. So social inequality and economic disparity are congenital diseases of capitalism. So the end result of that is going to be abject poverty and grave inequality. So I don't know what the statistics are now, but seemingly 2/3 of the world's wealth is going to be owned by the richest 1% by 2050. I think it's already at half, of the world's population. So, things aren't getting any better. Environmentally as well, we're living in a lot of exploitative industries, and, fascism seems to be the name of the game today. But we need to understand that the left wing and the right wing are ultimately two opposing forces of the same bird. So if we take a look at the horseshoe theory, for example, we can see that we've got the centre here, this sort of liberalist. We've got the left and the far left, and then the right and the far right. And what we've got to remember is that these things ultimately will join up, okay? So ultimately, at the end of the day, Nazi Party, which we often think of as being far right, was a socialist organisation, okay? We've got to remember that these two opposing forces ultimately end up leading to centralisation of government, military control, concentration camps. Whether it comes directly through the government, which is more overt, in your face, boot in the face, or if it comes through the murky background of seemingly disparate organizations, okay, what we've got to realize is that ultimately what we need is true liberation from financial control for survival, and we need a certain degree of independence and individualism balanced out with a sense of connection and community. And that's ultimately what I'm trying to do at Humanity Collective. So and I call it Humanity Collective because that's what it used to be called, by the way, but of course now I'm calling it newearth.land, and so you can scope that out in more detail by visiting the website, and hopefully you can join and be a part of the team and into creating a post-capitalist world that balances out capitalism and socialism. So it's not about being one or the other. Let's try and be wise about our critiques of these social models. Let's bring the benefits of both together. And we still need a pot, we still need a centralized infrastructure, but not when it comes to the things that are actually essential for our existence. And like I outlined, shelter, energy, food and water, those things should be decommodified. Why? Because we are spinning around on a microscopic rock in space, and therefore there's no reason for us, when we realize the absurdity of everything, why we would continue to charge ourselves for existence. So once we get hold of a good enough community, a strong enough community here, we can start to crowdfund land, crowdfund democratic co-housing environments that freely provide those four things: shelter, energy, food and water, as basic human rights, okay? That's what we're doing here on this channel. That's what New Earth is all about. It's all about living the lives we truly want to live, okay? So let's not get caught up in this warfare of labels ultimately. Oh, you're a socialist, you're a capitalist, you're a communist. Let's just understand that we all truly want to be free. We all truly want to be living an authentic life. We all want to be moving towards self-actualization in the world. So hopefully that addresses some of the questions that I get accusing me of being one of the other. Anyway, thanks for watching.